the third version of Jasmine. Well, the previous two were really good. You know, Jasmine and Steelix, one of the highest, if not the highest defense. And then Jasmine and Celesteela, special defense. How about Jasmine and Ampharos? In this video, we are going to discuss that. So with that said, guys, strap on your seatbelts, sit tight, and let's begin our Scout and Skip video. Here we go! Yo, yo, yo! This is Sol, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt. Yeah, this Team Skull Grunt. And this is Pokemon Masters EX. Guys, the trailer for Jasmine and Ampharos, as well as Whitney and Saucebuck, dropped earlier. And I guess it's now the perfect time to just premiere this video for you guys. So in this video, we're going to discuss how okay, how good, how bad, how whatever Jasmine and Ampharos are, and if you should scout or skip. But before that, guys, if you want to help out the channel, please do. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm, as well as, you know, subscribe if you haven't, especially if you've been watching my videos or streams or whatsoever for the longest time. You've been hesitating. Well, now is the time that you click on the subscribe button. And together with that, don't forget to set your notifications to all, because if not, you will be missing most of my videos as well. And last but not the least, guys, well, not really, but share this video to your friends and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of Jasmine and Ampharos before and after watching this video. And are you gonna scout before and after listening to this video? Are you finally gonna scout or not? Or have you changed your mind or something like that? And if you want to take the support a bit further, guys, you can check out the join button down below and join the members of my channel, like these awesome people out here. Shadow, Phil, and Alcin have been supporting me for more than 2 years. Crazy, guys. Thank you so much. Roy, Luca, Jeremy, Sasri, and Marcella, more than 1 year. And the rest, thank you to Moroccoman, Agent 10 Splatoon, Shido VODs, and Ewiz, Tatsuya Gold, Apsaras Gaming, TechMech, and welcome Kundan Mishra to the group. Thank you so much for your support. And also, I want to give a huge shout out to Jeremy for giving 10 gift memberships in a couple of days ago. Thank you. You guys received Saspunit, received 2 gift memberships. And thank you as well to Shadow Phil for the gift memberships in the past. But with that said, guys, let's begin our discussion. So here we go. This is the timeline of sync pairs that are coming. As you might know, 2 of them are already out. We have Champion Serena already out by November 30, ends on January 8. You still have time. And then Callum, December 2 already out until January 8 as well. Meanwhile, we have Jasmine and Whitney coming 2 days apart. December 14 for Jasmine, she's gonna come first. And Whitney coming out on December 16. Both end on December 31. Now, they are seasonal scouts, and seasonal scouts share a 7% chance of getting a random 5-star. So, if you're scouting, you know, 7% chance if you are doing multiples. 7% is not very high. So, there's always a chance that if you're unlucky, you might not get a 5-star at all in a multiple. But then, you get a 2% chance of scouting for either the 2 if you do a multiple. Then also, because they're seasonal scouts, there also has a tiered scout. So this is a paid version of the scout. If you have paid gems, and you decide to spend 7,700 paid gems, you go to tier 5 and you have a 25% chance of scouting for either of the 2 if you go for the Great Ticket Scout, which is free after spending 7,700 paid gems. And if you're unlucky and have to go all the way to tier 10, that is 20,200 paid gems, but you are guaranteed 1 copy at least. And then, you know, the non-paid banner, you can get 3 support move candy coins by doing 3 multi-pulls, and 3 tech move candy coins on Whitney's banner for 3 tech move candies on the first 3 multi-pulls as well. Meanwhile, Master Fairs, you know the drill, they're 12% chance of getting a random 5-star, but then you only have a 1% chance of scouting for either of them. But for the first 5 multi-pulls, you will have presents. Now, there are other banners that are coming, especially by the end of the month. We have the rerun of the 3rd or 2nd year anniversary sync pairs. Those are all Master Fairs. We have Anniversary Lily, we have Anniversary N, and Anniversary Steven coming last 2 days apart, I think, starting December 26, then 28, then December 30. Now, if you are wondering, is there a possibility of a new Master Fair by the end of the year? My answer is maybe not. I don't know, but maybe not, because there are already, the year has already been filled up. So I might be wrong, but maybe there will not be any more new sync pairs by the end of the month. Sometimes there are new sync pairs coming, in the by the end of the month update. But for this year, particularly for this month, I don't think so. But maybe there's a possibility. But will there be a Master Fair next month? That's a little bit hard to tell, but I would say maybe prepare. DNA is a little bit generous by January 1 to, the first 15 days of January. Normally, DNA is pretty generous with the gems. I'm expecting January 1 we will be getting like 3,000 gems. So, January 1, we are definitely gonna have some new sync pairs or pair. Then I'm not sure if it's gonna be 2 days apart or the sync pairs come out together on January 1. But New Year sync pairs come out on January. So take note of that, guys. But I have spent too much time talking about that. Let's now move on. Sorry. So, the trailer came out and DNA actually promoted... Oh wait, before that, check out my December 22 sync pairs who to scout for video if you want a bird's eye view of all these sync pairs. If you don't have enough time to watch the entire thing because it's more in-depth. But anyway, guys, DNA finally came out with the trailer, and in the trailer, they advertised Jasmine as an electric support sync pair that can bolster an ally's defense and special defense and restore HP. They can also apply the super effective up next effect to an ally. So, let's look at their, in-depth kit before we talk about this one. So, here we go. This is the sync move animation of Jasmine. Check it out. Poor Lucario. Kick! Anyway, guys, Jasmine and Ampharos is a support sync pair. And if you see this banner image, congratulations, you have successfully scouted for Jasmine and Ampharos. Now, in my opinion, this looks very, very similar to last year or last year's. I'm not sure. I mean, Christmas banners, Christmas Mindscape images look very similar except for 2019, which is much more unique. So I'm kind of bummed about this background image. But then, I like the outfit of Jasmine. Very unique compared to the previous several years of holiday outfits. I feel that this year has the best designs to date. Excluding Seabold. Seabold, I think, is one of the best designs as well. But if not most, if not all of the previous holiday sync pairs, boring outfits. Boring. But anyway, guys, this is a female Ampharos and this is a support sync pair. She only has Thundershock as an attack. But then you have 3 different trainer moves. You have super effective up, which gives an ally super effective up next. This is 2 MP. You can use this twice. You have Potion, which restores an ally's HP by 40%. And you have Comforting Light, which raises an ally's defense and special defense plus 3. In addition to this, you give an ally regen, and in addition to this, you give an ally endure effect. I love this one. Not only do you raise defense and special defense plus 3, but you also give gradual healing to an ally, plus you give enduring effect to an ally. Now, how do we make this sync pair even better? You know, we have been getting some crazy supports in the past. How do you even make this crazier? If this has like expand all or something like that, which affects all allies, you know, Comforting Light, use it on an ally, everyone gets defense plus and special defense plus 3, everyone gets gradual healing effect, everyone gets endure effect. This is, now it's not like that, guys, it's only one ally. But then this is a complete sync pair. She's not an attacker, mind you, but then she also has, you know, she is, her Ampharos has Endure as a passive skill. Also has full bracing command, so whenever you use a trainer move, you have 6 trainer moves, guys. You can use all the trainer moves twice, so you have at least 6 trainer moves. And by the end of the 6 trainer moves, you already have maximum defense and special defense on your own. So you do not exactly need to use Comforting Light on yourself because you already have your defense and special defense raising up because of full bracing command 9. And then you already have that endure effect, and every single time you use a trainer move, you get to raise everyone's critical hit rate by 1. So after 3 trainer moves, everyone's critical hit rate will be max. Aside from that, after you use your sync move for the very first time, you become Mega Ampharos. And your defenses go even higher. 333 for defense, 333 for special defense. If you decide to make her 6-star EX, that's gonna be even higher. And now, her passive skills change from endurance to debut regen. This basically gives her an regen effect as well. So all the benefits from Comforting Light, she will be receiving because of her passive skill. Plus, her full bracing command 9 becomes full bracing command plus 9, which every single time you use a trainer move, instead of raising defense and special defense plus 1, you raise it plus 2 instead. So just in case you haven't maxed out your defenses yet, the next trainer move you use probably will max out your defense or special defense or both. And if the opponent decides to be irritating and lower your defenses, well, you can raise them up very, very quickly. That's about it, guys. Yeah, she has Thunder Shock. Don't expect her to deal damage. Don't expect her sync move to deal damage. But then, she can give an ally super effective up next. Which is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, a 150% increase in the damage. Or is it like a 50%, 1.5 times damage? If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But it basically makes, if the opponent is weak to an ally of yours, just give the super effective up next to an ally and your ally will get to deal much, much stronger damage. This applies to both normal attacks and sync moves. And if you're low on HP, or rather if, you know, at the start of the battle, you want to raise everyone's defenses, so use Comforting Light on either 1 or 2 allies, and you will have your defense and special defense raised plus 3. Not only that, you get to recover every single time you attack because of gradual healing. And not only that, you get to give an ally Endure effect. Now, if you go for an MP refresh, you know, your Endure status or your Endure effect goes away. You can use another Comforting Light to give an ally another Endure effect, and so on and so forth, guys. Plus, Potion. If you're low on HP, just recover, recover, recover. And that's about it, guys. Very basic kit, honestly speaking. But very much worthwhile. Worth it? Needed? Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of sync pairs that can recover HP, but then not exactly a lot of sync pairs that can give super effective up next, which we will discuss in a bit. But right now, let's talk about her sync grid, guys. So 1 out of 5, you will not be paralyzed if you get Lithe. 2 out of 5, you get Comforting Light MP Refresh 2, you got Potion MP Refresh 2, and you got Super Effective Up MP Refresh 2. So get 2 copies of her, and you get the best tiles for her. This Comforting Light MP Refresh, Super Effective Up MP Refresh, and Potion MP Refresh at the same time. Later on, we will see if we can get everything, you know, in the grid. You know, we are limited to how much energy we have. So later, we will check if it's possible to get everything. So you got Quick Cure, Shock Recovery 1 if there's an electric terrain. Stalwart, you got a Team Fierce entry and Team Grand entry to raise everyone's attack and special attack at the start of the battle. Thundershock, Hostile Environment just raises the chances of paralyzing the opponent. Turbocharge 2 speeds up the move gauge, and Unbending defense cannot be lowered. But if you're getting an MP refresh, I think Full Bracing Command 9 will help you raise any defense stat that is lowered every single time you use a trainer move. So I think Unbending is optional unless the opponent is super irritating. And then there's no space, but 3 out of 5, you got Adrenaline 1 after you use your sync move for the very first time. You lower your sync move countdown -1. You got Catalyst after you use your sync move for the very first time. Speeds up the move gauge. You got Clever Friend 9 and Mighty Friend 9 for Comforting Light to give an ally special moves up next and physical moves up next effect. This can stack up to 10 times, and you give an ally 1 stack. Per stack, you get to raise an ally's damage, normal attacks, either special attack or physical attack, by 40%. So, this is optional, but this might be helpful in certain scenarios, guys. Then at 3 out of 5, you get another Potion MP Refresh as well as a Potion Master Healer 1 again at 3 out of 5, which I think these are available at 2 out of 5. Yes, they are. So this is a bonus. And then you got Static Cling 9. If the opponent attacks you, you get to paralyze the opponent unless they have Lithe. And then you got Team Shout 4. If you get hit by an opponent, you have a 50% chance of raising everyone's attack or special attack stats, or both. By getting this, you get to make her an offensive support as well instead of a defensive support only. But then, this might take quite a while, and personally, I would rather get another sync pair to raise everyone's attack or special attack stats, or both, or just use your attacker to raise its own attacks stats instead of relying on Team Shout 4, which might take a long time in order to do this. And then, you get 2 sync nuke tiles here. So that's about it, guys. Now, let us check how possible it is to get the tiles for Jasmine. So this is a 5 out of 5 grid, but this can be a 3 out of 5 grid. It's exactly the same. There are no 5 out of 5 tiles here. Again, at 2 out of 5, you get to unlock Potion MP Refresh. You got to unlock, or rather, Trainer Move. That's Comforting Light MP Refresh. You get to unlock Super Effective Plus MP Refresh. You got to unlock Potion MP Refresh, which is very good. You can actually get everything. Every one of these important tiles at 2 out of 5, which makes her very valuable. We also got Potion Master Healer over here. And the rest are just optional. But what about 3 out of 5, guys? Now we know that it's actually possible to get the MP Refresh for the Trainer Move, for Super Effective Up, and for Potion MP Refresh. That's actually the only things you need for her. Once you get those, she is complete. She's strong, she's good, she's very good. But now at 3 out of 5 grid, Let's try to get another one of those MP refreshes. Trainer move MP refresh. Let's go down and get the super effective up. MP refresh. Let's go down and try and get Potion Master Healer. Potion MP refresh. And another Potion MP refresh. Which is awesome. There is a 60% chance of bringing back 1 MP. Or 30 plus 30% chance of restoring 2 MP for Potion if we get these tiles. And that's just good, guys. Because that's complete. It's complete. Normally, for other Sync pairs, you cannot get the best of all worlds. But just getting 2 copies, you get the best of her. And at 3 copies, you get an extra Potion MP refresh. So you do not have to be very frustrated about the RNG, just in case RNG will not cooperate with you. But then you might be wondering, there's another good tile for her, which is Team Shout 4. And unfortunately, with this setup, it's a little bit hard to get Team Shout 4 unless we sacrifice something. So let's restart this. And I think, you know, if I want to get her, it's definitely we're gonna get the Trainer Move MP refresh. We're gonna get the Potion MP refresh as well as Potion Master Healer. But we can probably forego the super effective up. Let's see if we can actually get Team Shout 4. These are expensive tiles, 10 plus 10. This is 7 plus 10, very expensive. Can we go this way? -3. Not enough. This is 8. This is 10. We have to sacrifice one thing again. What if we remove this, we go for this? Quick Cure instead of Potion Master Healer 1. So we have a 40% chance of restore, or 40% recovery for HP, 30% chance of bringing back 1 MP. And yeah, this is possible. So we got Team Shout 4, we got Shock Recovery 1 just in case there's an electric terrain. Is there a cheaper way of doing this? 8 energy, 10 energy. If we do not get Shock Recovery, we can probably do this. And we can remove another tile, which is, what tile can we remove? We can remove Thundershock plus 4. And there you go, guys. We got a Thundershock Hostile Environment 2 instead. So, we are still getting the best out of her. But personally, again, I will not be getting Team Shout 4. I will be getting another Sync pair to help boost offenses instead. So, that's about it. That is Jasmine and Ampharos. Let's go back to discussing. And, you know, not exactly a lot to discuss for supports. I'm gonna make this very quick. Again, here's the timeline, December 14 to December 31. And in terms of stats, she has the highest defenses in HP stats, but the lowest speed stat out of the bunch. 333 defense, 333 special defense after Mega Evolution. And again, once you 6-star EX her, the HP goes up to 779. Defense and special defense go up at least plus 40 if I am not mistaken. So 373 or higher depending on the computations of Mega Evolution. But that's that. I have no comparisons for her except, you know, this screen. So Holiday Jasmine can have a lot of multipliers. We got super effective up next, the best thing about her, which you can give to an ally. By using super effective up next, you get to power up an ally's super effective up move or super effective up sync move and make your ally much stronger. This already adds up to all the multipliers your ally has, so that's good. And then you got Mighty Friend 9 and something Friend 9, I forgot, for her trainer move. So in case you do that, you use a trainer move on your ally. Not only does your ally get defense and special defense plus 3, not only does your ally get endurance, not only does your ally get a regen effect, but you also get to power up your ally's physical next attack physical moves or special moves by around 40% damage. This only applies to normal attacks and not sync moves. And that's about it. I will be discussing Holiday Whitney in another video. But before we end, guys, again, let us talk about this one. Super effective up next. How good is super effective up next anyway? How many sync pairs can actually give other sync pairs super effective up next? Well, super effective up next is a pretty, you know, it came out, I think, by the time Leon came out, which is 2021, if I'm not mistaken, the 1.5-year anniversary, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think that was the very first time we saw a super effective up next effect. And after that, you know, everyone has been just getting super effective up next here and there. So, sync pairs or attackers can give themselves super effective up next. But how many supports are there? Or how many other sync pairs out there that can give other allies super effective up next? I checked. I might lack someone, but per checking, there are only 2 sync pairs right now that can give an ally, other allies, super effective up next. One is Red, Classic Red, with the trainer move You and Me, can reduce your sync move countdown -1, raises an ally's critical hit rate +2, and gives an ally super effective up next. You can use this 2 times, and then after using your G-Max move, G-Max Replenish, you can get another MP for You and Me. So technically, you can, without an MP refresh, use You and Me 3 times. Can be tamed for anniversary Raihan. This, I think, is the 2.5-year anniversary sync pairs. Has a 1 MP can be tamed. 1 MP only. And it raises the special attack of him by 4. It raises his own critical hit rate +2. And if there is a weather condition, so if it's sandstorming, if there's sunny, if it's hailing, if it's raining, you get to give every single ally super effective up next. If there is a weather condition, you get to give every single ally super effective up next, but you can only use this once. The good thing about this is you give everyone super effective up next immediately. Good thing about Red, well, you get to lower your sync move countdown, as well as raise your critical hit rate. For Red, the MP refresh of You and Me is at 1 out of 5. So just get 1 copy of Red, and you have a chance of restoring 1 MP of You and Me, as opposed to Jasmine's MP refresh needing 2 copies in order to get the MP refresh. Meanwhile, Raihan also requires 2 out of 5 in order to get the Can't Be Tamed thing. But Can't Be Tamed just powers himself up, and you are very much reliant on weather. So once the weather disappears, you cannot give everyone a super effective up next effect. But again, the best thing about this one is you give everyone super effective up next instead of just 1 ally. Meanwhile, let's go back to Jasmine. And this is a 2 MP move. So, you can use super effective up on an ally, then on another ally, and you have to rely on MP refresh, which again requires 2 copies, in order to use another time, a 3rd time, a 4th time. Please, maybe, unless it's dire situation, please do not use super effective up on Jasmine, because Jasmine's attack and special attack are not exactly that strong. Use it on another attacker to maximize the damage of the attacker. But that is about it, guys. And once you use super effective up, again, you get to raise everyone's critical hit rate +1. As opposed to Red, which every single time you use You and Me, only the affected sync pair will have its critical hit rate raised +2. And then, what else? Jasmine has Potion, which recovers 40% HP for one ally. Red has Mini Potion All, restores 20% HP for all allies. But then Red is, well, he is confusing. He is not exactly a defensive support. He tries to be a defensive support. You can raise your special defense. I think you can also raise your defense. But it is very, very slow, and it's reliant on how much HP you have. So in terms of being a nicer support, I think, in my opinion, Jasmine is a lot more stable than Red. Because Red, after using Red, you know, I still use him, but you cannot use him often as a defensive support. His defenses are good, but not as good. You know, you cannot raise your own defense, and eventually he's gonna faint. Meanwhile, Raihan is not a support sync pair. He is a tech sync pair. So this super effective up next effect for all allies is just an added bonus for Raihan. But then you got a very, very tanky support over here with Jasmine. You can give everyone endure status with comforting light. I think Red has safety net. I'm not sure if it's in his sync grid or it's built into his passives, but Red can give everyone an endure status once, but after using his sync move, if I'm not mistaken. But then Jasmine can give everyone an endure status as often as comforting light gets an MP refresh. Also, you get to give yourself an endure status already at the start of the battle, and Red cannot give everyone regen. Jasmine can give everyone regen. Raihan can do nothing except, you know, make everyone flinch, cause weather conditions. Both of them have Dynamax, by the way, which Jasmine does not have. But Jasmine has Mega Evolution, which is okay, which is nice. Ampharos, it's been a while since we had a Mega Evolution, I guess, or something like that. But that is about it. I think I've said all my thoughts about Jasmine. She is overall good, solid. Does she bring anything new to the table? Not really. She combines a lot of good things from other sync pairs into one sync pair. And the best of all is you are not sacrificing anything. Because normally in the sync grid, you can only choose one route or the other route. You cannot choose everything. In this one, you are choosing everything except for Team Shout, which raises attack. Unless you want that, you have to sacrifice stuff. But if you want the super effective up next, Potion and Comforting Light MP refreshes, which I will get. 2 copies or 3 copies are good. Enough energy for the best to bring out the best out of her. But that's about it. And you can all listen to what I say or just ignore what I say, because you should scout for your faves over the meta instead. Is Jasmine meta? No, not really. But she's good and she can support the meta. Because there are sync pairs that... There are good sync pairs out there that still cannot give themselves super effective up next. Let me quickly go back and see. Because Champion Serena cannot give herself super effective up next here. So if actually you have Holiday Jasmine, you can give this to Serena and make make Serena very, very, very strong. And Champion Serena is the strongest water type nuker right now. So make Champion Serena very, very strong. And yeah, that's about it. My rambles are over, guys. Scout for your faves. And if you want to know how many gems we can get, you have enough to scout for Jasmine. You can check my how many gems can we get for December 2022 The gem count is much better than last month's, is all I will say. And if you are wondering if you should scout for, whatchamacallit, if you should scout for anniversary Lily or not, guys. She is not the best ghost type nuker right now. I mean, there are lots of other better ghost type nukers. And I heard that Fantina now deals more damage than Lily. Let me just confirm. I'm not sure if Jack actually updated this. But 4 is Lily special. Lily anniversary 2021. 6,571,388. Fantina has a stronger sync nuke. And I think Fantina is also a striker. So she can attack everyone using her sync move. So, Fantina is coming out as a 6-star EX on December 25, Christmas. So you might wanna skip Lily and just make your Fantina 6-star EX if you're looking for a ghost type. But then Lily can give herself super effective up next. Fantina could not. And the computation we are talking about is including super effective up next. And again, I'm not sure if Jack has already updated the numbers or not. But that's about it. That is my scout or skip video for Jasmine and Ampharos. And once again, guys, let me know in the comment section if you are scouting for her or not. How many copies are you scouting for her if you're scouting? Remember, 2 copies is the absolute sweet spot for her, where you get all MP refreshes for her 3 trainer moves. And if you're not scouting, well, who are you scouting for, or are you saving your gems instead? And with that said, that is the end. Thank you to my awesome members who have gifted memberships to these people. Thank you, Jeremy, again for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you for your generosity. And for the others here, hope you enjoy your time in the channel. And then thank you once again to my awesome members for your absolute generous support. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Shadowphil, Moroccoman, Agent 10 Splatoon, Shidovots, Alcin Arsen, Roy Mustango, Luca Midi, Jeremy, Sassari, Marcella, Iwis, Tatsuya Gold, Apsaras, Techmech, and Kundan Mishra. Again, welcome to the channel. And with that said, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, set the notifications all. You know the drill. I will see you in the next video. Rah!